Red, cue the fire, and I know what you're thinking right now. Blue, what's gotten into you? We think blue should be in between your legs because you're married. No, not the pants. Or it's in support of my English friends. Take back your country, but it's too late. But we have problems on the home front, and that ain't gonna get fixed right now. You got the bond market, which I showed you that yesterday, is screaming, and countries are dumping. Yields are exploding. You can't pay this kind of debt. You just can't. Governments can't, and that is around the world. Delinquencies right now, we are at 2008 levels, if not worse. CPI is stuck at 3.8% and going higher. If you are subscribed to this channel, you know CPI. It's all fake. You guys feel the real numbers. How's your credit card payments, bills, interest rates? Some of you guys are between 20 and 30%. And the numbers that no one wants to talk about are flashing red. Here's one to kick you in the coin purse. The CPI, the 2%, 62 months. We have not seen that. What we have seen is Schiller PE, 42%. So for those of you that saw a pullback on Friday, I'm assuming there's going to be a lot more in store. These are all unprecedented numbers, like the amount of margin people are putting on these trades. Then the percentage of margin in regards to GDP, which that's in the toilet. That's a cooked number. Go on record, I love margin. It's very smart, but it is very unsmart if you don't know how to use it. It's like fire. Hey, this is great. It could do some damage. Actually go into detail on margin in the new course. Why would you spend $80,000 on one Bitcoin when you could spend such a small fraction and still have the upside? Same argument would be like buying a house. It's $2 million. Here's $2 million cash. Like when I went into the military and they said, you can have a VA loan. You could buy a house for $0 down. That's very helpful, but you still have the upside. Anywho, and by the way, this starts on Monday. And that's a lot of digits. Very few people have signed up for it. It'd be like, oh, mega lottery, $1 billion. There's 2 people. Really good odds, but just make sure you know how to trade it first. Last week, my student walked away with $7,790. So while everyone experienced a bloodbath this week, me not, him not. Also, in regards to debt and how bad things are and leverage and credit card delinquencies. 2008 levels. Would someone like to call a recession? No. These kind of numbers. Japan yield, 3.9. Actually, it's in the 4s. Now our 30 years in the 5s. This doesn't happen outside of a recession. Bankruptcies up more than 22%. People are running for the doors like the place is on fire. This is before the war machine kicks into higher gear. But bravo, it's over. We won. It was only a 2-week excursion. How difficult it must be when people just, this is what they say. And at what age do humans have critical thinking? I tried to teach it in high school. Ain't no critical, ain't no thinking. Those kids were dumb as rocks, struggled to even tie their shoe, let alone tell what time it is. They couldn't. And by the way, yes, your children are being programmed. They don't have the skills to deprogram. Let's listen to the orange guy on the pushback on the new war.
Pressure on all of the people. I want to do the job right. If it takes an extra 4 weeks, but think of it. We're in Vietnam for 19 years. I'm here. I'm doing this for 2.5 months.
Come on, you guys. We're in Vietnam for 19 years. Maybe I fudged a little bit on the 2-week excursion and that we won this war. And I don't care about the Strait of Hormuz. And I also don't care about your economic conditions. He actually doubled down on that, which asked again. It's like, sir, can you please stop? I'm also sure this administration is going to say going over to China was great, except no agreement on Iran. Check. No concessions on Taiwan. Check. No H200 deal. No decision on rare earth trucks. Can I keep going? Actually, can we just have Elon as president? I'll take Elon. I was watching him. You know, he was with Trump and everyone else, and I think he was cooked. Oh, and the photos with Tim Cook. Look at it. That's that president right there. Oh, and then we got James Bond over here. Look 007, 0047. Sorry, wait for it. Let's see if I can get it. Zoom in, zoom. There you go. There, what's in his book? Okay, all right. Rubio peeks over. He's like, I'm not looking. I am not looking at what he is doing. Also, did you catch the seating where this cat is sit all high? Look how high is he? See, look at, he looks like a little kid. Oh, the propaganda. He's probably 7'9". He's like 4'2". Oh, also a secret. I'll give you a little secret, gentlemen. When you're out at a restaurant, put the I know this because I am not 6'4", height challenged. Put the hard menu under your booty. It'll give you at least 2 extra feet. Try it out the next time you do some fine dining. You'll thank me. But here we are back from China, and what's the orange guy doing now? Trump back from China preps for big Iran strike with epic fury 2.0. So what you're telling me, it's not 2 weeks to slow the spread?
New York Times is reporting our military is preparing for another round of attacks, this time more aggressive. The attacks can come as early as Monday. Additional Iranian military targets are on the table. That includes infrastructure. The president's still reportedly considering a special operations raid to pull out the nuclear dust, and possibly a ground assault on Karg Island.
We hit Karg Island, everything but the oil.
That's their
We left that one little thing. I say, stay 50 yards away. And I said to General Raisin Kane, I said, General, how long will it take? He said, 4 or 5 minutes.
You think this war is over? From the epic words of Judas Priest, you've got another thing coming. Came from a time where music was music, men were men, and we had longer hair than women. Boy, how this world has changed from America to communism to people just all out straight up. Yeah, I love New York. I love socialism. I love communism. This is what England is currently fighting against. Well, half of it. Like what I said before, what is happening in the UK, what has not happened in America. Well, there was some, we tried to stand up a little bit. I think there's a lot of fraud going on. I'm glad Doge uncovered all of it. Now everyone is in jail. Everything is good. No more wars. We can go back to making America great again. There is a lot of people standing up, but again, I think you just let it go too long. Because now you got the politicians, which control the government, and the government has those Second Amendment things that you don't have. You just can scream really loud, and they are having babies a hell of a lot more than you. These two anchors seem perplexed, and Mr. Alpha Guy is going to explain something because Hot Blonde has a question.
Difficult if you're, as you see there, in the bang in the middle of that group of people, and something happens, you need to step in. You then got to get yourself somewhere where a police vehicle can get to, which isn't difficult in the middle. And what we've got today, 2 big marches. So you've got a huge part of central London that's now shut off. So you can find yourself between the middle of 2 and nowhere for you and your prisoner to go to. So it has to be like a quite a definite decision, and we've got to step in at this point, at this time, to take that person out of the crowd.
Now, if operationally, if there were a skirmish that broke out, I'm just speaking hypothetically here, in the middle of this big street here, of this big throng of people, how would police deal with that?
You go in. You have to go, but you would go in.
Now he's going to explain. you go right in. It works every time. I worked law enforcement. I wouldn't be going in. Maybe you would cherry pick a little bit off the edges. First thing you need to do is get in control of their government. Get elected, okay? Then you control the police, and then you jail everyone, and then you make sure you have 4 berths or 6 berths to their 1. Okay, now do the math here. You have 2 that only produce 1. Yeah, you're extinct. That's also what is happening in America. We'll show it to you in just a second. Is UK free speech crackdown? You don't have free speech. Sees 30 people a day arrested for petty offenses like nothing. I'm sorry, retweets and cartoons. UK is not the only place. You got, look at Australia. I love Australia. 100,000 immigrants arrived in Australia in February. 3,432 a day. You ain't stopping it because diversity is a strength. They will just fit right in. Just to back up my numbers here, number of children, 3.5. Look, It's a happening. It's a happening. People like Elon, actually Glenn's over there right now, which he'll probably never be able to go back ever again. But that is just the way the cookie crumbles. Your bond market is, so you got the big macro picture, you're cooked. You got the micro picture, you're cooked. The UK is cooked. Your 30-year is now almost at 6%. They don't trust your money. They don't trust our money. Hey, why don't we all just go to hell in a handbasket? I mean, I guess we could just all run to New York. How's New York going?
I had to get off the train past my stop because there was a guy who was following me from car to car. And when I tried to get off at my stop, which was pitch dark, he held it open to see if I was going to get off. So
I actually started off with this sentence: New York City is not safe. Correct me if you think I am wrong in the comments section. I am open for suggestions. I think New York is done. I think California is done. I think Seattle is finished. I think you need to, well, take it down to the ground. I like that scorched earth thing and start over. I like that God thing. It's like, well, we'll try water this time. We'll go with fire the second time. At some point, these people are going to say enough is enough. Currently complaining about paying, I don't know, $42 for 16 pieces of chicken. Probably aren't even chicken. For a 6-piece, $20, no sides, no drink, just the tenders that aren't tender. 16-piece over $55, bucket of chicken, $50. Here you go. This happens in every culture. It's the same thing. The 1% take all, the 99% rise up. Which right now, as we speak, they're trying to, but they got to police you first, and then they got to put all the cameras everywhere. This is currently what's happening right now. You'll see it go in all this, all of that, and then they will throw you in jail, and then the game's over. So that is what is happening currently. That is, well, was, but people didn't do anything about it. So, as they would say, wake up before it's too late and go deflock yourself. So in this, make sure you know how to click the 2 buttons. You have a buy button, and then you have a sell button. Do this all from the pleasure of your own toilet. So while they are coming for you, this guy, you have nothing to hide. You shouldn't be afraid. It's coming. And just in case you wanted to know what's going on with Bitcoin, I said what would happen. Here's your 200. It got rejected, and now you're below the 20, and you put in a left shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. If you want to see it, I'll even zoom in. See, left, head, right? That's why it goes down. But remember, you can make money on this every single day by clicking buttons. In my new course, too, that one of the glitches is crypto, and it is amazing. Make sure you take advantage of this, too, and then you got, 24 hours left on this. So there you go. And with that, I love you. I'll see you tomorrow.